But if I told you that coffee doesn't sober you up, mixing different drinks doesn't make you more drunk, and alcohol withdrawal can actually be more dangerous than drug withdrawal. These are just a few of the myths that millions of people still believe. So today, let's separate myths from fact. Alcohol has been around for thousands of years, and because of that, people have developed a lot of beliefs about it. Some of those beliefs are true, but many are not. So today I'm going to explain some of the most common misconceptions about alcohol and alcohol abuse in simple language. Myth 1. Alcohol is a stimulant. Many people think alcohol simply gives you more energy, makes you more active, and this is called stimulant. But alcohol doesn't only do that. The truth is, alcohol acts as both a stimulant and a depressant. A depressant is something that slows down your brain and nervous system. That's why some people may become more energetic at first, but later they become sleepy, slower, and less coordinated. Myth 2. You can always smell alcohol on someone who has been drinking. You probably heard someone says, I could tell because I could smell alcohol on their breath. But that's not always true. It isn't always possible to detect the alcohol just by smelling someone's breath. In fact, some people successfully hide their alcohol use for years. Myth 3. Hard liquor contains much more alcohol than beer. This confuses a lot of people. Many people think one serving of hard liquor automatically contains much more alcohol than a beer, but the reality is different. Two 12-ounce cans of beer can actually contain more than 1 ounce of alcohol. So what matters isn't whether you are drinking beer or a liquor. What matters is how much alcohol you are actually drinking. Myth 4. Alcohol helps you sleep better. Many people drink before going to bed because they believe they will get a better night's sleep. But that's another myth. Alcohol actually interferes with your sleep instead of improving it. Myth 5. Your judgment isn't affected until you look drunk. Many people think if I can still walk properly, my judgment must be fine. But that's not true. Your judgment can be affected long before there are obvious signs of being drunk. Your brain may already be making poor decisions before your body shows clear sign of alcohol. Myth 6. Mixing different alcoholic drinks makes you more drunk. Beer, wine, whiskey, vodka. People often blame these mixtures, but that's not what decide how drunk you become. What actually matters is how much alcohol is in your bloodstream, not whether you mix different drinks. Myth 7. Coffee help you sober up. This is probably one of the most common beliefs. After someone drinks too much, people often say give them coffee. But drinking coffee doesn't reduce the amount of the alcohol in your body. It doesn't change your level of intoxication. Intoxication means how drunk you are. Myth 8. Exercise or a cold shower help your body get rid of the alcohol faster. Some people believe that they can exercise or take a cold shower to sober up quickly, but those methods don't work. Exercise and cold shower do not help your body break down alcohol faster. Myth 9. If you have a strong willpower, you don't need to worry about alcohol addiction. Some people believe addiction only happens to people with weak self control, but that's just another misconception. Alcohol can lower the resistance of even people with very strong willpower. Myth 10. Alcohol cannot cause a real addictions like drug. Many people think alcohol isn't truly addictive, but the reality is simple. Alcohol has strong addictive properties. It can lead to addiction too. Myth 11. You cannot become addictive just by drinking beer. Some people think that it's only beer, but what matters isn't the type of the drink. A person can consume a large amount of alcohol just by drinking beer. It is the total amount of alcohol that determines whether someone develops alcohol abuse or not. Myth 12. Alcohol is much less dangerous than drugs. Many people assume alcohol isn't as dangerous. But here's the interesting part. There are more people in treatment programs because of alcohol problems than because of drug abuse. That doesn't mean that you should switch from alcohol to drug. No. Myth 13. Heavy drinking damages the liver first, the brain much later. This is another common myth. Now, heavy alcohol use can actually cause a physical damage to the brain before liver damage is detected. Myth 14. Drug withdrawal is much more dangerous than alcohol withdrawal. Many people believe this, but the reality is different. The physical symptoms of the drug withdrawal are no longer frightening than alcohol withdrawal. In fact, alcohol withdrawal can actually be more dangerous and may even become life threatening compared to opiate withdrawal. Myth number 15: everybody drinks alcohol. Sometimes it feels like everyone drinks, but that's not true. According to one study from the United States, about 28% of men and 50% of women do not drink alcohol at all. So choosing not to drink is much more common than many people think. The biggest problem isn't alcohol. It's believing the myth that make alcohol seem safer or more harmless than it really is. The more we replace the myth with the facts, the better decision we can make.